Good to be here, man.
Yeah,
I
welcome.
think thanks. We have crossed paths over the years, and I know you were always involved with Latin America and with Colombia, and being overseas, I sort of kept in touch with whatever you've been doing, and well, been following you for a while. And I think we got a bit drunk one time or twice in Bogota a few years back, and
Yep.
with you know
This bottle,
with
yeah,
that bottle
one of
there,
those, yeah, yeah.
which we'll talk about it a
Only
little later.
available in Bogota, right? The nectar. Yeah,
There
yeah,
you go.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, so as I was saying to you before off camera, I guess everyone knows your trajectory with Red Light Radio
Yeah,
and the amazing run that you guys had for 10 years.
yeah.
I'm glad to know that it was a cycle that sort of closed in a amicable way, and you're still in touch with Orfeo, and well, what a great run that you guys had. So what I wanted to focus on is basically what's happening now, what you've been working on, and yeah, whatever is coming, and obviously that involvement with Latin America and the process after COVID.
Well, I haven't been quiet. I think it was for a lot of people in the music or cultural field, of course, a hard stop with all the restrictions and COVID and the fear and everything. And I thought because also here in the Netherlands you were able to get a grant or like funding every month, like a amount of money to survive.
Survive, yeah.
Because everything I was doing was not working anymore, and I started in this place here. Was like I've been producing music with Job, identified patient, and I kind of learned a bit how all this these machines and this editing and like this Ableton, I don't know, and plugins all work, and I was super interested in it, and I just really started in the beginning of the pandemic to create my own
Sound.
music and our own sound. And I mean, I have a background in bands.
Yeah, you have a musical
Yeah,
background with
yeah,
metal. We were talking about that
yeah.
yesterday. And
Sometimes people forget that the reason I started also Red Light Radio was because I just didn't want to load in drum kits and guitar amps anymore. But I wanted to do music, and I thought nice to do a temporary
like
radio project.
temporary, and it
Yeah,
lasted for 10 years.
10 years, but it also put my own musical ambitions
Yeah.
to like a level much lower than I used to do.
Hmm.
And now I was like, okay, let's pick up like and invest a lot of time in music again. And also had an invitation because a club in Bogota, KB. We played there. Me and Max played there a couple of times as DJs,
Yeah.
and they wanted to use the space for artist in residencies. So they did for Colombians only in the first place, and in the second run they wanted to have international guests. So and they invited us to do something, and for us was like, okay, let's make music with local people and
Right.
just
So
be
you just
there.
came out of there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we were able to go. We got like a really good contact also with the embassy, so they supported us to go into this.
This is the embassy. This is the Dutch embassy in Colombia. Yeah, right.
Yeah, they thought it was a great project, and we did also some extra things like recording with Diamantina. She has a foundation called Amor Real, and she invited us also to do something with the people that work with her. So it's like marginalized people like homeless, drug addiction, and we made also music with them. We made music for the runway show, so it was like a lot of stuff going on.
That's sweet.
And Yeah, so last year in the pandemic, I went to Colombia twice and also recorded with Max just to get to know each other, our musical,
Yeah.
if it would fit before we went also, and that
Because altogether, you said you've been there about 5 times
I've been
with him.
seven times myself. Yeah, with Max 5 times I think, or 4 or 5 times.
Okay,
Yeah.
so but you didn't actually work together with Max prior to
No,
this.
yeah,
You
sorry,
knew him
it's a bit
or
of a chaotic how I put this
story?
now, but like because we were invited, me and Max thought it was a good idea to make music, but we
Right.
never did.
Okay.
We DJed, we did a lot of DJ gigs, and our musical backgrounds fit a
Yeah,
lot. Like we
sort
like
of
punk,
blend,
we like hip hop, we like yeah, electronic stuff,
Yeah.
repetitive music,
Mm.
and then we made like an EP in Amsterdam just to prepare, and this EP is now also out in Colombia on a special dubplate edition by Somos Paradisco, a label of a new label of
Javier's
Javier.
label,
Yeah, yeah, and it's also coming out later this year on his label, but then like
I'm lucky
a
enough to
decent
have
press.
one of those little copies,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
think
yeah.
they're beautiful because
Yeah.
it's a 10
It's
it's a
right
10 inch
here.
you might have. There you go.
Yeah, so this is
Yeah,
very,
so
very
it's kind of
limited.
yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
So,
So this is out. So this is me and Max in Amsterdam, and now the LP, 11 tracks that we recorded at KB during our residency.
Oh right, so
It's
that was
coming
recorded
out-
over there.
Yeah, yeah, that's coming out on Frigio. Also,
Another Colombian connection.
Yeah. Somehow we did like 11 tracks with 10 guest artists on this LP, not on this one. This
Yeah.
is just me and Max. And we wanted to have Colombian artwork. So
Right.
Juan Uribe, who's like a fantastic artist, did the cover artwork. We had photos made by Gabriela Molano. She's also from Bogota. And the label was like should be something close
Local,
to the
close to
local.
home. Yeah.
Although I think Juan Pablo doesn't live in Colombia for a long time. He is very Colombian, and he
For
lives
sure.
in Spain. And he
Yeah.
was. I just sent him, not even with the intentions, because I thought his label was not that
Different, yeah, not a fit.
But
yeah.
he was like, I want to make new steps, and I love this, and I was like, okay, this is what I want. I want people who appreciate the whole
Sure.
project, have
And-
the
and-
connection, and understand. So for us, it's perfect to have like this on these 2 records we made, also on like. Colombian
Colombian-based-
connected people, yeah,
labels, yeah, because
it's nice.
this is the first release of Paradisco as
Yeah.
a label,
Yeah,
and then you have Frigio, which obviously is well established. Yeah, Juan Pablo spent some time in New York and then in Spain for close to 2 decades maybe,
Yeah.
and so it's great that he has that stuff on
Yeah.
his as well. So that one will come out, and the other version of this as well.
Yeah.
Just to before we go any further to get confusion out of the way.
what is that?
What is that? How you pronounce it? Is there what?
Yeah, we usually say Cawd Slaydaz, so we kind of scream it.
Cawd Slaydaz.
But it's actually a funny story because this is where me and Max started to really get to know each other and connect, because I was doing a project in Bangkok in Thailand.
Right.
And there we're also like broadcasting live acts, and I needed like somebody with a hands-on and knows how like live sound and all these cables and DIs work, and that I have like good assistants. And he came along, and there was also like a programmer of a club from Belgrade
Right.
in Bangkok, and she said, I want you two to play together. And we were like, okay, let's do it, because I was not so much DJing, and then when I was DJing it was mostly like one after another, like not like really clubby, but more like listening music, or like more like rock and roll stuff.
Right.
And then it was, her club is very very techno electro based, so I was like, okay, let's give it a try. And then we had to find a name, and there was a guy who lived he was British, but he lived like I think many years in Bangkok, and was like, okay, what should we eat, like what is the good food around here, like give the advice. And he said, like, you really have to try the Cawd Slaydaz there. I was like, Cawd Slaydaz, what is that? What is that? Like Thai stuff, but it's like this Cawd Slaydaz, and I guess right? It's like fish, sandwiches,
right,
cod,
yeah,
like
yeah,
cod,
yeah,
the
yeah,
fish,
yeah,
sliders
yeah,
is
yeah,
like these
yeah.
little sandwiches, and so I thought it was so funny to go to a
But
country with such a specific and amazing kitchen, and then get the recommendation to get like some bar food, like cod sandwiches. So we were like, okay, we call ourselves Cawd Slaydaz for this one gig. And then another gig
That's
followed, and
original,
another,
man.
and now we're just called like that. Yeah.
All right, sweet.
So,
So
yeah.
also for people, well, from non-Colombians or from people that are not familiar with it. So guaro is actually a slang for aguardiente, which
yeah,
is
the
the
bottle.
national. So this is the
Yeah, now for me, for us,
the aguardiente guaro.
this record is because we were like about to go to Colombia to record, so we were like, we have to do something that get us in the mood of what kind of music we like to make, what really. So it's actually me also singing lyrics about the connections I have with Colombia, Latino America. To I don't know. It's really about the stuff that me and Max really like and we miss when we are not around, and so it's like actually really a dedication to the continent, and guaro has always been like
Been part of it.
yeah, like a fluid line through all our travels.
I remember. I think I have a photo of you. Degmantel a few years back, and you were just when Felipe was playing actually, and you had a bottle, a European festival, and you were serving a little shot of aguardiente to everyone who came and played. So that was good.
No, it's such a good drink. I mean, I would love to be like the ambassador here. I think. I mean, I like drinks, but this one.
Well, that gets the job done.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just nobody says no because it's like very little percentage of alcohol, but it's still a shot. It's still a kick, and I just keep on smiling after the first one. It's like it's good stuff. So this is the first record me and Max had to be called Guaro. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet. Now, so once you have that going then to Juan Pablo, you also met him years back, right? How is your relationship with Frigio's head honcho there? I mean, how do you know that guy, if you remember?
Yeah, no, I do remember because it's also like, I mean, we went from Colombia to Thailand, but this relation started in China.
With Juan Pablo?
Yeah. Shit. So he has a Colombian friend, John, and he does events in a bit of the east of China, like Beijing, Shenzhen, Shanghai, and he Toxic Entertainment is his company, and he really pushes local Chinese talents a lot. So for him was really a good idea to bring Red Light Radio, and so we do broadcasts. Sweet. And show the world through our platform what the Chinese music community is all about, and. He wanted to do a little tour around and like DJing in the night, so he thought it would fit to have Juan Pablo on the tour because he is like so kind of a punky electronic guy with music that really fits Red Light Radio, and I was like, sure, yeah, it sounds great, but I was not too familiar with Frigio and with Juan Pablo before. But yeah, we met in China and became friends instantly, and I mean, we walked the Chinese wall together, so
you have that bond.
Yeah, we have that bond. But I have never seen him after, but we always stayed in touch. He always sends me music, and he always just has some heads up from time to time. And now this record is coming out, and the plan is to we really also made decisions together. It was really great to work with him, and for him it was nice to release something that is made in in the place where he was born.
And it has such a unique story behind as well, and I think as you say, it's probably not what you think Frigio will do, but the quality of the music is there, and that's what he told me when I talked to him. It might not be what I've been doing, but it kills. Yeah. It's good. And I saw him in November. He played at Ombra Festival in Spain, and he opens his set with a little fragment from yours.
Yeah. I think he played the Razones, which is like a punk track we made with a punk singer from Bogota, and she's just screaming about like actually the big protests were going on.
Sure, and that's something I wanna ask you as well, because my label touches onto that thing, and our first release is actually very much involved with the situation, not only in Colombia, but what the continent went through a couple of years ago, and sort of the discontent of people just for being treated like that for so long. And so amazing, the lyrics, and to see that you touched into this.
I mean, there's a lot of stupid lyrics too on the record.
Yeah, of course.
Because we needed also to relax.
Balance
because we
it
were
out.
really like every week we attended a couple of protests, and I don't know, we were just trying to be part of it, and we also really understand why people were on the streets. So there were like marches for different things, and it was just great to walk there. And I don't know, with all the musical amazing cumbia bands playing non-stop, like from south to north. It's just also a party, but it's also very serious, and everybody is very serious about it. And I think to make a record in this like crazy COVID lockdown, protests, violence. So it was for us very important to also give these topics in the lyrics attention, and we just discussed with our guest artist, like what is a good approach, or where should we sing about, and
but that's what is interesting. It's not just let's just put this because it's what's happening, or not. You guys went, and I think to present what's going on, I guess, at the time, and to exhibit what was going on, more than if you're right or you're left, or no, it's basically basic understanding of what people was actually unhappy.
I mean, people came
you are
to
a
the
neutral
studio.
you are a neutral channel into showing that, and I think that was good.
It was. I mean, stuff like that. I think it's always tricky. I mean, in the end, we are like these privileged guys who come from the Netherlands with much less issues, and be there and record music and then march along. I wanted to make sure we did the right thing, and everybody was super happy with also just to have these topics and have like this opportunity to scream out loud your opinions.
Voice. To have a voice out. Great.
So I don't know. I think it's a super positive and contributing topic for everyone. So has been super special.
Sweet. Well, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, I wanted to know. Well, you created all this. What plans do you have to any touring or promotion about this? So
of course. I mean, we need to do like some hopefully live performances of this record, so the guest artist can perform live with the music we made together. But we have to set that up. It's just like also with the pressing plans right now, you don't know when the release date will be.
It's crazy. Tell me about it.
But now we have the test pressing arrived last week. So now it should be ready soon, and then we can start making plans. But definitely do something here, do something over there, but also hopefully with Juan Pablo we can do like a little tour, maybe something in Spain. I don't know, I'm down for everything.
You come down to Lyon as well.
Come to Lyon, it would be great.
And actually back home in Colombia as well, I guess in terms of the copies, because you press whatever you press in, you gonna do most of the distribution here, but I guess you sending some copies to South American or
I think when it's out, the first thing also what my plan is I just wanna, of course, all the people we work with, I just wanna, of course, give them a few records. So and then I think the suitcases will be full of records, because I wanna try to put it like in some shops if possible, and make like some shows where this is for sale. So of course, it would be nice if people in Colombia will play it from vinyl.
For sure.
Of course, it will be digital available as well, but copy is nice.
That's what we discussed that yesterday, and we have the same idea with our label. Is that it's not about being a purist or just doing this, but it's nice to promote vinyl as much as you can. Obviously, you can go to any of the platforms and maybe get. It's nice that if someone plays this is because most likely someone give it to you instead of
Yeah.
an algorithm telling you, oh,
Yeah,
play
true.
this stuff. You
And
know?
also
But,
just like this, like the artwork is like
yeah.
by a artist from Bogota. I think it's just,
Yeah.
it looks nice. There's an insert sheet with all the names and some
Yeah.
funny poster. It's just a nice thing to have. So I think.
And that's something we also have in common because with our releases, the artwork is done by muralists or street artists.
Yeah.
And I think people is not buying just music. You
No,
see?
no,
And,
no.
and that's what is beyond that is by music, a message, some funny lyrics, and some art and visual art. So
yeah.
it's a hell of a
Sometimes I
thing.
play records and then my favorite cover is on the front because it's nicer to have in a room. Yeah, no, it's important.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's, yeah, of course, this record has to be heard by at least by all the artists and their friends, and hopefully we get like a good amount of people who love it as well. Yeah.
And I'm sure it has good reception back home. But what about here? Have you showed it to a few of your friends or European friends? And what do they think about this?
Yeah, no,
This crazy music.
So much different stuff is on there. I mean, it goes from like kind of trap hip hop to like psychedelic cumbia to like EBM-ish screaming industrial music, and it goes all over the place. But for me, you really can tell it's made by the same guys or somehow. It has this energy, but everybody I let
really
show
have good
that
feedback.
yeah, they like it. Yeah, of course.
Cool.
Yeah. To record in a place so far away from home with all these amazing people and just the great times we had. Like the product is super nice, but the process has been super important. Yeah.
And
life changing, really.
oh, amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing to hear that. You know, I've been away from home for so long, and these things made me happy. You know, I was so happy when I got that on the mail, and Javier sent me a copy, and I just it's just 10 inches as well.
I think it was the only way. Like there's like this plant in
He
in
mentioned.
Medellin, and they do dub plates because there's no like record plant in Colombia, and only 10-inch, and these
Sort of handmade, and it has a lot of value. There.
Yeah, I also went to the silk screen guys, and it was all like I think recycled stuff. So it's and these stickers, they're like all hand cut out. Like it's really every
That's
record
cool.
is unique.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you have one.
I do.
Take
It's
care
gonna,
of it.
it's gonna be quite valuable in 3 years.
Yeah, at least for us personally. I hope,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to touch quickly into, well, you sort of mentioned it before, but your music background, because I'm a bit the same. I listen to metal on a Monday, and I listen to jazz on a Wednesday, and then some salsa on the Thursday, you know. But you play in metal bands as well. You have a couple of projects going. And how active are you right now with you other non-electronic music projects?
Well, like the music I make with Max is quite electronic, and my solo stuff that hopefully also sees the light one day is also with a lot of guitars and like a lot of analog instruments. But I wouldn't say that's like metal punk stuff. But I still have like a band with Mick, who is here in my studio.
Who was here before, yeah.
Yeah, and he. But that's also. We haven't played for a long time, but I think we're gonna play like this year at least a few times.
And what's the name of that
That's
project?
Firestone, and
It falls into what category of
more like a
metal?
garage punk stuff.
Garage
so
punk.
it's fast,
Cool.
simple, short songs.
All right.
And then I have a band called White Slice, and we also still kind of exist, but I'm singing in that band. It's really grungy. Punky, but also heavy. It's not really metal, but I think metalheads can would enjoy that sound.
Yeah.
And we play in next month, and that's like one show because the drummer lives in Vienna.
Right. So it's not easy to get together.
When he's here, we practice. We try maybe to practice maybe a cover song or do something new, but usually it's just the same old set. But it works. We just like it. But I would love to get involved in a loud project again with real drums and guitars and stuff like that. But
Right.
Yeah, but the COVID, it was just like
It's difficult
yeah,
to
it's
get back to
difficult.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right. You've been always quite busy, and we talk about all the trajectory with Red Light and how you started traveling, and we'll see streamings from all over the world, and
yeah,
I don't know, India, Morocco, you
yeah,
went all over the place.
yeah.
Do you think you will take on to another project of the magnitude of Red Light Radio in terms of, uh, so not so much you creating music, but more like a similar kind of platform, or I don't know, a festival? Or do you think you will be involved in these sort of things, or you want to focus on your music at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment it's music, but I'm also a part of a new collective called Order.
Right.
They're in Amsterdam, and they come kind of with a background of graffiti, art, tattoos, and they have like also a DJ team called Order Mothership. They have like a clothing line with collections every year, a couple of stuff they put out, and I'm part of that. They are my friends for a long time, but now I'm also trying to get my own projects under this umbrella.
Right.
And this is also I hope to focus more. I mean, I'm gonna do like a big event in the end of June together with them at Tattoo Convention, and I do all the musical programming and the
Nice.
sponsoring and all that stuff. I mean, active in music in that way. And artist in residencies is kind of the goal, to have like a space in Amsterdam where people can just work and be it's like surrounded by people that can give you give you a hand when you need something, but like
Okay,
short
right.
short stuff. I mean, somebody who makes music or art, there's like a little gallery, they have like reso printers so they can make like little publications. So it was always nice with Red Light Radio that somebody came to town and had something to do that was part of a community, was something fun to do, and something that is something you can take home too. You have like a set, you have like a recording, and you met some people that played before or after you, or that is around was around the studio. And I think that's just a really important, like some little place where you can go to and do something in a limited amount of time.
Right.
I mean, imagine me going to Lyon and I'm there 4 days and I'm able to make a track with somebody in the studio, or maybe make a painting or something, and then it's fun.
Well, then again, we have to just keep on talking about this, because the space that we have in Lyon with Anima Social and my other associate there, Roman, he's a techno DJ, and I was telling you yesterday, and he's also a tattoo artist. So we just have these streamings while people get tattooed.
We do the same shit.
But then it's a little bit of an art gallery. It's a small space.
Yeah.
But I think is you see that more and more, that collaboration of artists, and we talk about our labels and our products. That is, it goes beyond music. It's also so many ways of expression, even if it's visually or whichever other ways.
I think it's more sustainable to really do something for more than just one night or like a day, and to have like have these connections and these interactions for a couple of days. That's kind of the approach of what Order wants and what I want to be facilitating or something, coordinating. That's so cool, I'm actually probably going to Chile, to Santiago in next month as well, to do something similar, to coordinate an artist in residency prior to the festival. So to bring people together, record music, and present this stuff that you do on the festival on the day before it starts. It's really very actual. I just heard today like this is probably happening, and then
that's excellent. and that's with Recreo, with Andrea, and that's amazing. To make those contacts as well of so many talented people back in South America that are sort of really pushing for change and just putting arts ahead and above anything else. And I think the continent has come together as well, with collaborations with a lot of places. Have you been in pretty much all the countries there, right?
No,
you've been to Argentina, Chile, Colombia, and Brazil.
Brazil, yeah.
Have you been to Ecuador or Peru?
Peru, yes.
Right.
Yeah. But Ecuador, no, and Bolivia, Uruguay, Paraguay. Haven't been.
Next one.
Yeah. I mean, life is long. I still, I think every country there, or like is super interesting.
I
Yeah,
like that. Life is long, it's true, man.
yeah,
We,
still things to discover, but
Yeah.
yeah, somehow Colombia from the first day I came there, like in Medellin,
Yeah.
and had this collective of Move that became like instantly friends, and we always stayed in touch. And for me, that has been like an eye opener. Like I was for the first time in the
country, yeah.
continent, and
Yeah.
then I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
There's always this controversy of the collaborations between Europe and South America, and I think the field is balanced. It's little by little, but there's
Yeah.
more balance now,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
People are bringing back
Yeah.
the stuff from there. It's still a way to go, but
Yeah.
but it's happening. Before we attempt to call Juan Pablo and say hi,
Yeah.
I just want to ask about the couple of instruments that I see that I recognize. Well, this one.
Sure.
We
we put the
improvised
mic on
with the microphone there, so we have some sound problems, so apologies. But this
Yeah.
Barranquilla,
It's very new. I was in Barranquilla. I was supposed to celebrate Carnival, and I was with my daughter, and then I was with friends, and I was like, let's.
and you thought let's bring something
let's
small
bring
back home.
Yeah, no, but it looks so nice. It was like a second-hand thing. I was like, it's I don't know, it's cool, and it sounded great. And but I haven't used it yet on anything, but it will follow. Yeah. So yeah.
And you got that from back South America as well. Have you used this stuff on your
Yes.
right?
Yes, yeah. So
Right.
this I have used, and there's more from Colombia everywhere. I think also this is something I bought in. There I have this the other scraper, but then the more classical one.
Yeah, that's the classic one. A whole bunch of notes.
And,
But you had the quena or the,
the flute.
gaita, the flute. Yeah.
Ta-da.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Also used, super nice.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
There's
stuff.
there's an arsenal of stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot of little things, but I don't know. It's nice to bring home
Yeah.
like traditional instruments and use them also. And I don't know.
But it's a place surrounded by instruments. You have the guitars here,
Yeah.
bass, drums on the other room.
Yeah, no, I'm.
I have a mini log there, and this is sort of relatively new with this. You say that.
Yeah. But I mean, I've been like producing music from when I was only 13 years old, like recording, and so like
Yeah.
I'm still not great at most of the instruments, but it's just this looping is just so easy. You do it one time right, and it's good. Yeah.
Cool,
No,
man.
but it's just inspiring to have like these instruments around and use it. And I don't know, I just my favorite instrument is the microphone, because that makes everything more organic to have like a yeah.
Endless possibilities as well.
Yeah. So
Good stuff, man.
yeah.
All right. Well, you think we can probably see if we attempt to say hi to Juan for a couple of seconds, and then.
It's coming down to one thing. This for the hearts of you and more. With the bass, good bass, sticky down to get the bass. The hidden man just sticking back, and the man